Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Here we are drafting Murders at Karlov Manor. Been on a little bit of a losing streak lately. We started off the format hot, and I mean started off like the first 4 weeks. And this last week has been slightly underwhelming compared to where we have been, but that doesn't mean we can't turn it around. Starting with the Pack 1 Pick 1 Judith, Rakdos isn't among the best decks in the format. But Judith is a reason to hop into Rakdos, or you can even splash Judith in like a blue-black control deck. A red-blue deck is probably pretty good with Judith as well. So we're starting with Judith here and seeing where to go from there. Well, Judith is best with instants and sorceries. Not that we have to take instants and sorceries. If we're looking at black and red cards, they're all pretty horrible, to be honest. The best card in this pack, probably Flourishing Bloomkin. Nervous Gardener is also pretty good. Strider plus Insidious Roots. I have yet to draft this deck, and I think we could actually take this here and build around it. I really want to try out the Insidious Roots deck. We do have a Strider here. Striders are going to be very high on our priority list if we do take this here. I don't think it's necessarily correct to do this, but I haven't drafted this yet, and I draft enough where I want to at least give this thing a shot. And it's very easy to splash probably red in this deck because we're going to want some Striders, and they will be on the battlefield, which they do fix. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Insidious Roots here, and yeah, I mean, now we've got Chalk Outline. You know, I think this is very early to be taking both of these cards, but I've drafted this deck like once and it was a ton of fun. It wasn't necessarily the most powerful thing I've ever done, but it was a ton of fun. I would love a Tunnel Tipster. Soul Innervation would also be good, but Insidious Roots Chalk Outline. So here we go. And now we've got Leering Onlooker. It's a card that doesn't need any help in leaving the graveyard. So it's exactly what we're looking for with this kind of deck. There's also a Nervous Gardener. I would love Nervous Gardener to help splash Judith. Same thing with Raucous Theater, to be honest. Both of these would be quite good to help splash the Judith here. But if we're going to do the Insidious Roots Chalk Outline thing, we've got to get the cards that work with it, including Rubblebelt Maverick. It's another card that forces itself to leave the graveyard. Not forces, but can pay 1 mana to make it leave the graveyard. So we're going to go ahead and take that here. Now there's Flotsam and Jetsam. Undercover Crocodile. There's no fixing. This is where I would love to take some fixing. If the Raucous Theater or the Evolving Wilds or something were in this pack, I would definitely take it here. Could just take Agency Corner. I don't know about the Crocodile either. I guess the Crocodile is probably fine. I do like Flotsam Jetsam in some decks though. Yeah, this has the highest upside. Let's go ahead and take this here. All right, we're most likely green-black, although we could be green-blue here. So let's take the Slice, which goes well in green-black. Dual Leech isn't a bad card in green-black either. Go ahead and take that. And what wield? Shady Informant, Magnifying Glass, Sanguine Savior. Nothing really. I guess I'll take the Informant. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take Informant here. And I think people know what's up with Gravestone Striders, so I don't think they're going to be wheeling. It would be in this next pack if it did, but we're going to have to take them among the first 6 picks each time when we see them. Yeah, it didn't wheel here. Concealed Weapon, Toxin Analysis. I don't think I want either of these cards. I guess Toxin Analysis isn't awful with like Insidious Roots, but let's go ahead and take that. Alley Assailant, probably not. And Soul Search. Okay. Well, if we're thinking green-black, we've only got Vengeful Creeper here. Not great. We do have Murder. We do have Barbed Servitor. I just don't think this card is good enough. I think it's a little too slow. There is push-pull, which can be a little bit of a controlling removal spell or a late game potential win con here. There's also murder. I think I mentioned murder, but that's a good one. I'll take push-pull here. I think that seems pretty decent. Right. See, why do they all have to be in the same pack? We've got Insidious Roots, a Strider, and a Maverick. I'm going to go ahead and take the second Roots here and not really like it. Intrude on the Mind. I've tried this card out plenty of times, and it has been slightly underwhelming. Still a very good card. Don't think I'd ever cut it from a blue deck, but it's been slightly underwhelming. There is a Bite Down on Crime, as well as Slice from Shadows, Unscrupulous Agent. They went this way for Fixing for Judith. I think the Bite Down on Crime works well with these cards, as it does help get creatures out of our graveyard. So I'll take the Bite Down on Crime here. Mortipede, Assailant. There is a Crocodile and a Hellion. I don't think this is a Bustle deck. Lightning Helix, very good. I think I'll take a Riftburst Hellion. This is fine to just play early and then trade off and then end up, collecting evidence with Bite Down on Crime later. Seems fine. Eliminator, Murder. I think I'll take the murder. Well, how many instants and sorceries? I guess 6 so far. This is tough between Eliminator and Murder. We don't have the great cards. We do have a Maverick, which I guess goes decently with Eliminator. It also puts the Maverick in the graveyard. Yeah, I'll take the Eliminator here. Okay. Nervous Gardener is exactly what I'm looking for. So we'll take the Nervous Gardener here. Crocodile, I guess. Okay. Unscrupulous Agent, not a bad card. Can put that into our graveyard by chumping with it. Several blue cards. I don't think I'm playing 2 Flotsam Jetsams. And of course, none of the graveyard or Gravestone Striders are coming back. They went this way, came back though. That's something I debated the first time around. So we've only seen 2 Gravestone Striders, and we've had to take Chalk Outline and Insidious Roots over them. So what would I wish for in this last pack? Honestly, 2 Gravestone Striders. As well as at least 1 more Maverick. Another Onlooker wouldn't be bad. Macabre Reconstruction might be good in this deck. Another piece of Fixing might not be bad. Another Nervous Gardener wouldn't be horrible. Don't think it's a Lead Pipe deck, though. Ooh. Urgent Necropsy. Collect evidence X. X is total mana value of the permanents this spell targets. Destroy an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker. It's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and take that over Soul Innervation and Nervous Gardener number 2. Both of those would be pretty good. Don't think they wheel, but definitely taking the Necropsy here. Whoa. Can we afford 2 of them? That's a lot of collecting evidence. We'd need like a Topiary Panther and stuff to help make that work. Or would we rather just like a Glint Weaver? Well, I guess I'll take 2. Okay, got a Slice, a Push-Pull, a Killer Among Us. Killer Among Us is a card that puts itself in the graveyard. I don't think I need another Push-Pull. A Slice would be pretty good, but I think Killer Among Us... I don't think I'm playing 2 of these. These are kind of like 3 drops. Yeah, I think Killer Among Us seems fine here. There's a late Novice Inspector, and we're not seeing Gravestone Striders or Rubble Belt Mavericks. I will take a Tunnel Tipster, though. Actually, Festerleech helps mill us. That might be better. Puts more creatures into the graveyard. I think that's actually better for our deck. Basilica Stalker, Pompous Gadabout, lots of push-pulls. It doesn't add up. Is a way to make a creature leave a graveyard. Maybe that makes it better than any of these other things. Yeah, let's try it. Crowd Control Warden versus Toxin Analysis. A late shock we can't play. Yeah, that's where I would have loved some fixing or some Striders or Mavericks or things. Unfortunately, every pack that had our build-arounds in it also had the enablers in it. And we couldn't double up. Oh, here we go. What a gift. Got Maverick. There we go. One more pick. Can we get another Maverick or Strider here? No, but I will take a Topiary Panther. That is exactly what we're looking for as well. Helps fix. Puts itself in the graveyard. Confiscation, probably not. Alley Assailant, that's a laid out cold, but don't think I'm playing anything there. Crocodile, could I splash Tin Street Gossip? I don't think I'm playing a second Crocodile. I mean, I might. Yeah, I might. I don't think it's worth splashing that. Savior, that could be playable. And a last pick Slime. Okay, we didn't quite get there, but we'll see if we can build a nice little version of this deck. See you after deck building. Okay, so this is where I ended up after deck building. Unfortunately, couldn't fit Judith in. I've only got 7 instants and sorceries, as well as if I were to have Judith, I'd probably cut one of these to get her in, so that would be only 6. So it doesn't really fit in. I think we're going the Chalk Outline Insidious Roots route here with 12 creatures. 3 of them make themselves leave the graveyard, and we also have, it doesn't add up, push, pull, bite down on crime, and double necropsy to also make other creatures leave the graveyard to trigger this even more. I don't think we completely got there because of the lack of Gravestone Striders. Unfortunately, that card is really the key to make this deck work, but we do have double Festerleech to mill some creatures as well. I don't think it's going to be very good. I don't think it's going to be very competitive. But, you know, doing this kind of fun build-around thing is part of having the fun with these kind of formats, even if you didn't get all the way there. So, we're going to give this one a shot in the queues, and I'll see you in game number 1. All right, starting on the draw in game 1 with a turn 1 Festerleech. That's about the best start we can have from this deck. Unfortunately, they start with Novice Inspector, which is probably just better. So we'll start with Festerleech. And next turn, I guess all we're doing is pumping it, unless we draw something. All right, red-white, here we go. See what we put in the yard. I guess I can cycle Panther here. That seems better than pumping it. Did get a Hellion into the yard, not too bad. Next turn we've got they went this way. So hope we don't get run over too quickly here. Sure. Let's attack. Hit him for 1, mill 2. 2 more lands. Now next turn we have 5 mana, so we can sacrifice our own Festerleech to Eliminator. Depends on what they play. There's not really a target I want to do that with right now. Could just play Slimy Dual Leech, give this +1/+0 an attack. Okay, take 4. And post-combat. Person of interest, going wide. What a surprising deck. I've never seen a red-white deck before. Alright, I guess we'll play this. Give it here. Get on in, and we still haven't found roots or outline yet. There's one of our necropsies. But we'll probably just die to on the job. I'm sure they're doing some math here. Oh, Aurelia, that's nice. Are we dead? Probably pretty darn close. Nope, we're at 1, so we're basically dead. And by basically, I mean, yeah, we're dead. Kill Aurelia, sacrifice that, block, go to 1, and die. Alright, red-white, what a surprise. The fun police of the format. Alright, pretty darn slow hand here, but it's hard to mulligan that. Turn 1 Gorehound, more aggro. Did find a roots, not that it's really doing anything at this moment. Oh, a seasoned consultant. You want to go on the play and hit us even more? Sure, what's new? Unfortunately, these are not really doing the job right now. Yeah. Alright, they kept a land on top. Next turn we're taking 5. Alright, take 5. Yeah. More aggressive creatures. Turn face up, go get a black. Play this Maverick, and then we can still slice down. Sorry, Chalk Outline. I just don't think we have time for you. I think another land is good, though. And then we can still slice down the Sanguine Savior here. I'm just going to do it now. I've gotten burned before not doing it when they have things like, you know, Auspicious Arrival in their deck. I do plan on blocking with Maverick here. I mean, you can even just do this. See if they've got a combat trick. Looks like they don't. So next turn I can play Mortipede and Maverick. I don't know if that's... Oh, never mind. I can't do anything. Looks like we do get a trigger off of Insidious Roots, though. At least there's that. Oh, they chose not to get our creatures. Okay. So we do Mortipede. Now, if they have removal, this is horrible to wait. Because I'd love to get +1/+0 Menace and Lifelink next turn by making this leave my graveyard. So I'm just going to pass the turn and really just hope they don't have removal, to be honest. Makeshift Binding would be... There's the removal. So... Cross my fingers, and it did not work. Oh, another creature. That's nice, nice. This deck is just too slow. It's just too slow. They can make it a 4/4. Zero artifacts. Kill the flyer. Zero enchantments. Zero planeswalkers. And we have to chump the hero. Because that's going to be a 4/4, right? Yeah. I could double block it, I guess. No, I can't even do that, because then they can just activate it again. They can do both. How nice. Yeah, because they can make it a 5/5 here. That gives everything else indestructible. Yeah, okay, chump it. Alright. Go to 1 and die. Nope, go to 0 and die. Alright, let's try to get a win here. Okay, well, we gotta go first this time, so hopefully that's good enough. Because every deck we've played against so far has been aggressive with cards like On the Job in the deck, and that is not our ideal matchup. So please no Plains Novice Inspector. Plains? They didn't have Novice Inspector, but here comes Mountain. Nope, second Plains, and a 3/2. Okay. Yeah, let's just play this. And honestly, well, no, because of Slimy Dual Leech, I guess I won't trade here. Because this blocks that very well, so let's not trade. Play Disguise, that's what I thought. Mana Efficiency says to play Dual Leech here. Let's put it here. And now, if they attack with Gatekeeper again, I will block with the Dual Leech here. And if they use a combat trick or something, then at least Necropsy can target something. They might also just have Makeshift Binding or something. Nope. Okay, no attacks. That's good. Give it here again. get on in. Fine trading. And then I think we'll do this. I guess I should have got black there. That would have made a lot more sense, but... Consultant and nothing. All right. What do we find to start? Another land. All right. Well, go ahead. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands already. Dog walker. Yeah, more aggro. What's new? Slimy Dual Leash holding down the fort. Let's go. Rubble Belt Maverick. Well, I mean, these are the cards we need, right? So we're keeping them. I don't like not knowing what these are, but let's do here. Which is the better one? Permanent 2 or permanent 3? Yeah, I don't know. Clan Basher? Well, they weren't really at all at risk of flipping that. They are playing red-white, though. So, what's new? And they found a mountain. Fender at large, yeah. So we'll do this, we'll do Chalk Outline, and then I guess Necropsy can kill a Fender at large here. I can't afford to take, what would this be, 8, 9, 10 right now? I can't do that. So... let's see if they've got the, So this says 5. So submit 0 on enchantments. Oh no, I should have done it pre-block. Why did I not do it pre-block? That was so dumb. Oh well. So I gotta do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Guess I take another at least 1 for nothing. Sure. Little do you know, I passed through blocks, so didn't actually turn out to matter. Perfect. Our entire build around is gone. Maverick, don't need that. This is gonna have to be good enough again. And sure, give me a plant. So the one time I kind of had my thing going, they were like, what if I just like said no to that? Okay, another way to get more cards, and they decided to get rid of that, so good for us. Take 4. Vengeful Tracker. Okay. Alright, pass the turn. So 0 artifacts, 1 creature, 1 enchantment, 0 planeswalkers. This targets a total of 5, so I have to do Dual Leech plus this, I guess. Fester Leech. Is Fester Leech good enough? No, I could probably do better than Fester Leech, but I'll keep the Panther here. Gearbane Orangutan, sure. I guess they thought that said destroy target artifact or an enchant. Well, I can't do anything here, so it doesn't really matter. So let's get in here and then play Panther. Another orangutan. Another land. And the turn. Novice Inspector, pretty good. Land, no play, and concession. Hey, we got a win. That might be our only one. Alright, we start up first this time. No black, but we do have Maverick to help us dig a little bit farther. So that's not too bad. Plus we have They Went This Way on 3. So, yeah, I guess I'll keep a black. I just don't need the forest here. And now we don't have a turn 2 play, but I don't think this deck is going to have a turn 2 play very often. So let's get on in with Maverick here. Play They Went This Way, get another swamp. They had priority with 2 black. I don't know what that could have been. Have we drawn nothing but lands? I think so, and we bend one too. We started with Maverick, Dual Leech, Chalk Outline, They Went This Way, and 3 lands. Oh yeah, 3 forests. So yeah, we've drawn nothing but lands. Fairy Snoop looking for a land drop. Looks like they did get it. Oh no, they didn't. Okay. And they have to discard. Discarding Judith. Wow. Okay. Is there anything better we can do here? No. So let's go ahead. Give it here. And attack. Go to damage. And I guess just play Chalk Outline here. Not really doing anything else. Currently don't have a creature in the yard. Tunnel Tipster. Sure. They could have like toxin analysis or something with that double black priority they had earlier. Not drawing anything here, anything relevant at all. Hey, I wanted one of those. Panther. Well, that can put itself in the graveyard, or we could just cast it. uh... I guess we just cast it. I mean, I'm sure they have removal, but like, why does this even give you the option to cast it if you know I can't collect evidence? There's the removal spell. And then, do I block with Dual Leech here on Gadabout? I don't think I do, because I can use Necropsy now to kill Gadabout and Strider, which is not too bad. Let's do that. So let's collect artifact, a creature, 0 enchantment, 0 planeswalkers, collecting evidence 5, or in this case 6, getting a detective here. They could have Fanatical Strength, which doesn't save them in this spot, but do I want the counter pre-combat here? Well, I don't get a counter, actually. I just get a surveil. I could bite down on crime. I don't need to do that. So let's do it here. I see. Okay. Go to damage, surveil 2. Yeah, that seems good. And I guess I could draw it, or I could wait and see if they have hand disruption or something. So, end the turn. No creatures in the yard for chalk outline. Meddler can make something suspected. Not sure why you would want to do that, but sure. Oh, so they can get surveil. Okay. That makes sense. Forgot about that. Hedge Whisperer. Probably don't have the mana for that. Or the time to do that, I mean. Alright, let's start by getting a card out of their hand. Maybe we get whatever combat trick they've been holding on to. What did we get? Got a land. Okay. And I think I'm okay just sending everything. If they block the Maverick with the Meddler here, like, it's fine. I get another trigger. I do think they have, well, yeah, that's fine. I'll get another chalk outline trigger here. That's fine. See if they want to kill this or not. Nope. Or, well, doesn't even matter. We get the trigger, so. And then we'll play a Killer Among Us. And there we go. See, this is what this deck is supposed to do. These matchups are pretty good when they're just kind of dirtling around and not doing much. If we go up against red-white aggro or black-white aggro, it's not going to go well for us. Okay, we go first again. We've got Maverick. And that is going to set up our early turns. Panther probably cycling itself. Yeah, I'll keep the roots, and maybe now I just play roots on 2. And then cycle Panther on 3. Guarantee a bunch of land drops here, which is always not too bad. Well, I guess I don't need the land if I know I'm going to hit my 4th. And that's really all I need at this moment. So let's just keep the roots here. Play the roots, and then we'll cycle Panther next turn unless we find, like, they went this way or something like that. Alright, red-white again. Probably going to be the end of us. Slight mistake there. Meant to do that prior to playing the land, but doesn't really matter. Now they just know we have a land in hand, but also, I guess I should have passed the turn. My mind thought, I need to do it on my turn to get a land that I can play. And then my mind thought, pass the turn so I can do it on their turn and hold something up. And then it did the worst of both of those things. So that's been great. So let's play that land, play Dual Leech here. Get in with Maverick. And at some point we'll chump with Maverick. Next turn we could... I'm not going to chump with Maverick next turn. We could play Chalk Outline. Don't have ways to make our creatures leave our graveyard yet. Probably want to play Mortipede next turn. Just as another body on the battlefield. Binding on the Dual Leech, take 4. I guess now I'm chumping with Maverick next turn here. And then next turn I can Chalk Outline, use Maverick, get a 2-2, get a 1-2, get a clue. We're already at 14 though. And if they have removal for Mortipede, I think we're basically dead. Yeah, Dog Walker. Sure. And now they hit us for 2. Might have to slice the Phantom here. They look like they might have a combat trick though, so that's not great. They have another 2-drop. I hate playing against these red-white decks. It's just so boring, to be honest. Sure. Get flying again. I think I have to slice here. Looks like they might have shock. Felonious Rage getting a 2/2 back. Okay. Ooh, that's actually a pretty darn good draw here. Can I afford to wait a turn? And cast Chalk Outline this turn? That way I get an extra creature? I don't think I can. I think I just have to try to survive. So we'll do this. Sack a creature, kill Dog Walker, use Maverick. This gives us a trigger. It's a 5-powered menacing lifelinker here. Okay, that's a nice little mana, or a nice little life point swing. Urgent Necropsy would be a great draw. Because we can get rid of an enchantment and a creature. Can't block whatever that is. Could very well be a Bullrat Clan Basher. That's my guess right now. Give me an Urgent Necropsy, please. Only got 2 in the deck. Let's find one. I'm just waiting to die to on the job again, unfortunately. Ooh, hello, beautiful. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. What is the mana value of this? Is it 3? Even if it is, I can do that with Panther here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can pay the ward. I think this is probably the more valuable one. Unfortunately, I can't play Chalk Outline before, even though I have this here. But again, it's all about kind of... So, no artifacts. Creature. Enchantment. 0 planeswalkers. X is 3. So the mana value of morphs is 0. So we'll do this. We'll get a value or a trigger on roots. think this is another Dog Walker. And I think this one's Bullrat Clan Basher. That's my guess on both of these here. Okay, pay the ward. They get a 2/2. And it was Shady Informant. Do we want to attack with this? Probably. Alright. We've turned it around against Red-White. Rotvar Mortipede MVP. And we did find the exact card that I wanted off the top of the deck. Thank you, deck. I will acknowledge that you did cooperate in this moment. Double Disguise. It did not cooperate in this moment, however. So we'll go to combat, give it here, attack. I don't think I want to attack here. This has Death Touch. They would have to double block, get rid of 2 creatures. They could also just start chumping. That's fine. And end the turn. And we just gotta hope that these aren't too bad for us. What are we hoping to draw here? I have no idea. I don't know how we can make another creature leave our graveyard. Because it's got to get to the graveyard first. And then leave. It's like Leering Onlooker, but we don't have a way to sack a creature right now. Push-pull. Shady Informant, Market Watch Phantom. Attack all? Can't get anything out of our graveyard. Let's do here. I don't know what these things could be, but got a lot going on. Plus, when this dies, we get to dome something for 2. Can they survive? This has Death Touch, so that's going to get that. Currently taking 6. And then they have removal in hand as well. Or did they forget to block? I guess they just left themselves dead for some reason. Okay, sure. What were those last 2 disguise creatures? Why is it not showing me? Don't I get to see at the end of each game? I guess the answer is no. Okay, oh well. We got 3 wins though, hey. Okay, back on the draw. That's been our death, our nail in the coffin. Back on the draw, and they've got a 1-drop. So, could be a quick game here, but you know what? I got 3 wins, and honestly, it's pretty much better than I thought we would do here. So, I don't think I'm going to play Gardener on 2. Probably play Gardener on 3 and 4. We undisguise it, play Crocodile. Got rid of a land. Yeah, no blocks on your disguise, I guess. And then play another one. Sure, yeah, just creature after creature. Play a land, attack all, probably. I'll go ahead and block one of them with this because that makes Necropsy pretty good. Oh, God. Sure. I guess I'll get both of them here. Is it a Museum Night Watch? Sanguine Savior gain 8 life. Okay. Yeah. I guess I can cast It Doesn't Add Up on the Crocodile here. Everything else is pretty mana inefficient, so it is an instant, although it is suspected so it can't block, so I just got to do it on their end step here. So I could Necropsy it, but I think I'm gonna, It Doesn't Add Up, and then next turn I'm gonna Leering Onlooker and Bite Down on Crime, the Warden here. So let's take 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't need to. There's 4. And then I can hit them for 7 and make a clue. We have to take 1 on the backswing. And hope they don't have too much direct damage here. Extract a Confession. Okay, take 1. These enter tapped, don't they? No, they don't enter tapped. Well, that's fun. Okay. Let's see what we find first. Can I afford to do that? How greedy do I want to get here? I can't block the Gorehound, so I go to 3. But then next turn I get a 2/2 and 2 1/1s. Is it gonna matter though? Got a lot of removal in the hand. I might go to 2 here. Okay, disguise. Take 1. Oh, they are tapped. Why did I read that as not tapped? Okay. Alright, well, pass the turn. That's okay, because we're still going to get a 2/2 out of the deal, and we can hold up Slice from Shadows on something here. And then next turn we can sacrifice a bat to the Eliminator to kill something. Yeah. That happens. Are we dead now? Go to blockers, block here. Slice down the Gorehound, I guess. Take 1, go to 2. Don't need those. Yeah, I'm just going to hold up Urgent Necropsy and a clue here. Oh, they have destroy an attacking creature. Good to know. So not on my watch, I believe, is what they have. Got plenty of things to Urgent Necropsy away with Collect Evidence. They also drew another instant. Okay, all this is working out. I'm just gonna play it safe here and just keep punching in here. And then end the turn. I mean, I don't know what they could be trying to build up here. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty decent. I guess in the event that they have another one, I won't do it twice. Or I won't play another swamp here. Again, playing around removal. We also have more removal in our hand, so... playing it slightly safe here, but... it's taking a long time. Alright, well the Necropsy's probably going to blow this out. I guess they were waiting till they drew 2 removal spells here. I bet they're going to try to remove the Fester Leech, and then we can kill one of these. Alright, so we're going to have to do it for 5. So 0 artifacts, a creature, an enchantment, no planeswalker, so we have to do it for 5 here. So we'll... oh no! It's not a creature. I should have just done the Crocodile. Now I don't get the double triggers. Oh, that wasn't great. Okay, we'll be alright. Okay, well, I mean, I guess... what do you have, right? Trample? I don't think they have trample. Okay. Keep on triggering. I know they have like destroy target attacking creature, I'm pretty sure. Well, I could do that. I can get a Crocodile and a... What else could I get? I can get Double Agent. Oh. Alright, I guess I went wide enough for them, though. I was going to say I could tap the bat to cast the push, but I'm pretty sure they had destroy target attacking creature and maybe like a murder or something. And couldn't quite get past our wide board. Alright, well our deck is actually doing something here. Alright, on the draw. Hate being on the draw, but we've got a good hand. Maverick into Roots. So we'll keep it. Maybe we can bin another Maverick. What's up with all the 1-drops? Ooh, double Roots. Okay. Yeah, I'll find more lands by the time I get to Killer Among Us here. Don't need to chump just yet. I'll use that ability later. Alright, got 2 lands off the top of theirs, too. Well, now that makes things slightly annoying. Alright, let's make you waste your turn here. So they can't do anything else. That goes to the yard, and unfortunately for us, we are now at risk of missing a land drop. And they're playing green-black, so what on earth is that? Okay. They're playing the same deck we are, and we missed a land drop. Wonderful. So I binned 2 lands. They played an agent, got another land out of our hand, and all of a sudden, we're stuck on 3. This is great. Because all I gotta do is play Mortipede, and then they're just gonna kill it. And then Maverick still doesn't do anything. I mean, I could put a counter on their things. Oh, wonderful. Alright, if we don't hit a land this turn, I'm pretty sure we're dead. And if we do, and they have removal, we're basically still dead. Alright, cross your fingers. Land Eliminator. Well, that was removal. Here comes more removal. There it is. Murder. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe go to 4 now. Okay, still want to do something else? Yeah, they're playing the same deck we are. They just have a better version. All right. Here's some blockers. Yeah. Take 4? Or can I afford to... can I sacrifice this without attacking? I don't think I can. Oh, they had pump anyway. No, illicit masquerade. Nice. That is a card that is constantly beat me. So now they're going to bring Undercity Eliminator in. And then... No, you bring a Menace creature. Yeah, there's the Eliminator. That's what I thought. Sack the Agent, bring something else back. Kill my 1/1. Yeah, they're doing the thing. This is a card that I don't give enough credit to. It's horrible, except every time it is cast against me. It's great. Because you draw this card and sometimes you're just behind and you've got absolutely nothing going on. And yeah, now we're just dead many different ways here. So they just have a much better version of their deck than we do, unfortunately. So we play this. Necropsy can kill Masquerade. It doesn't really matter here. Yeah, Crawl Harpooner. We kind of forced it. They didn't. No artifacts. Creature, enchantment. No planeswalker. We still only get one trigger for each of these, unfortunately. So we just get 2 creatures. Take 1, block, take 2 more, take 4, or take 3 and die. Yep, miss land drops, that'll do it to you. And can't do anything else. So yeah, they just had a better version of the same deck that we did. But you know what? We got, what do we get? 3 wins? 4 wins with this? I think 4 wins? I will take that. That is a lot better than I thought I was going to do. Really did not get the goods for the deck. But we fought our way to 4 wins. And I'll take it. That's the end of this week of drafts. And I'll see you next time for your daily draft.